On Thursday, President Donald Trump was indicted by a Manhattan grand jury, making him the first president in U.S. history to face criminal charges. And yes, it's March of 2023, more than a year and a half before the election. This is going to be a fun ride, folks. The case is being spearheaded by Manhattan District Attorney Alvin Bragg, seen here watching a convenience store owner get stabbed. It's all about the alleged hush money payments to Stormy Daniels in 2016. Yep, the same case they've been trying to get him on for the last 5 years. The same case that Stormy Daniels' former lawyer said was weak. The same case that the Federal Election Committee threw out 2 years ago. Has the case gotten stronger since then? Has there been some new revelation? Spoiler alert, no. Trump's former lawyer, Michael Cohen, said Trump had ordered him to pay Daniels to cover up an alleged affair. Cohen says he was reimbursed through the Trump campaign and/or the Trump organization, both of which contradict statements by Cohen's lawyer. Trump has denied that he committed adultery with Daniels and claims that she extorted the money out of him. A porn star desperate for money and attention? I don't buy it. So Trump committed adultery, or didn't. Then he paid to put a lid on the allegation using campaign funds, or not. Either way, it benefited his campaign and helped him win, which is bad. Early this week, it looked like the DA's office was getting desperate. Bragg brought in the former publisher of the National Enquirer, David Pecker, before the grand jury. First, they brought in a disbarred lawyer, then they brought in the National Enquirer guy. Next, they'll bring in star witnesses Elvis and Batboy. Pecker was brought in to testify about the magazine's use of the catch-and-kill tactic, in which a paper buys exclusive rights to a story and just sits on it to make it go away. Of course, why would you want the Stormy Daniels story when you're sitting on gold like this real National Enquirer headline, Supreme Court Justice Scalia murdered by a hooker? Maybe this catch-and-kill thing wasn't necessary. They're the only paper who could have killed the story by publishing it. Then, on Thursday, this indictment comes down. Even when the indictment hadn't happened yet, Trump saw a surge in the polls, just like he saw a surge in his approval rating after he was impeached. All this new popularity, plus he gets to add to his NFT collection. And 46% of Democrats say that prosecuting Trump would be an outrageous abuse of power by DA Alvin Bragg. When reached for comment, Joe Biden had this to say. Trump still seems optimistic about his chances to win. This week, the Trump campaign warned potential DeSantis staffers that if they went to work for him, they wouldn't be able to work for Trump. And DeSantis has just hired veterans of Ted Cruz's 2016 campaign. Looks like we're going to get an updated version of this picture. I don't mean to be gleeful. I like DeSantis. I wish we could clone the guy and have him govern every state. In an interview with Sean Hannity on Monday night, Trump told his version of the story of when DeSantis asked him for his endorsement.
So what happened with Ron is the following. He came to see me. He was getting killed. He was being crushed. Ron came to see me, tears in his eyes. He said, I need you to do me a big favor. First he asked for the meeting, then he asked me for the favor. I said, what's the favor? Would you endorse me?
All of Trump's stories are about someone coming up to him crying, complimenting him, and asking for a favor. Guy comes up to me, rich guy, strong guy, Bruce something. He comes up to me, tears in his eyes, and says, Mr. Trump, Gotham City is in trouble. We need you to become the new Batman. He then added this.
He said, I need your endorsement. I said, Ron, you're so far behind. I can't imagine that if you got George Washington's endorsement, combined with the late great Abraham Lincoln, if you had their endorsements, I don't think you could win, Ron, but tell me about it. Go ahead. He said, I'm telling you, I think I could win if I could get your endorsement.
Kind of a weird thing to say. Was Trump really that disparaging, or was he just asking for a bribe? Okay, stop crying, I'll endorse you, but in exchange, you have to give me $6. And he went further.
I said, let's give it a shot, Ron, okay? And he was desperate. I said, okay. I gave him a nice endorsement. I said, you write out what you'd like and let me see it. He wrote it out. I thought it was terrible. I changed it, made it great. I gave him a great endorsement. From the moment I pressed that button, he blew the guy away. The race was over. And I said, Ron, you can beat this guy. Let's go. I got him the nomination. By the way, couldn't have never gotten the nomination. He would be working in either a pizza parlor place or a law office right now.
Which sounds like a put down, but let's be honest. If you walk into a pizza place and this guy's behind the counter, you're ordering a whole pie. This week we also talked about the storming of the Tennessee Capitol and the release of the QAnon shaman, but those stories are only available at mycanonplus.com. Use promo code WADE99 to get your first month for just 99 cents. I'd love to put more of this stuff here on YouTube, but I can only do that with your help. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you on Canon Plus.